Welcome to Vira's classroom. In the series of problems we have seen for signal flow graph, this is the second problem. The first step in the signal flow graph is to find the forward path gain. So when you are going to see this diagram, what is meant by a forward path? It has to start from R and it has to end at C. So based on that formula, we have two forward paths here. That's going to start from R and goes down to G5, continues to G6, G7 and moves about to G4 and ends at C. This is forward path 1. And the second forward path is going to start from R, goes to the second node, goes above, continues with G1, G2, G3 and goes to G4 and goes to C. So we have two forward paths. So when you are going to consider for forward path gain, we'll consider this two forward paths and we'll multiply the term. So this forward path gain P1 and P2 represents the forward path gain P1 equal to G4, G5, G6, G7 and P2 the forward path gain is G1, G2, G3, G4. This is step number 1. When you move to step number 2 is individual loop gain. We have to find the individual loop gain. What is meant by individual loop gain? The individual loop gain should start from one node and it should end at the same node. If it ends at the same node, it's the individual loop gain. So we'll try to find whether there are any individual loop gain in this diagram. So in this diagram, when you see here, it starts from this node, goes to G1, G2 and comes back to G1 again. This is individual loop gain 1. And the same way, this is individual loop gain 1. And the same way, it starts from G2, goes to G3 and comes back to G2 again. This is individual loop gain 2. Right, that's individual loop gain 2. When you see down, it starts from G5, goes to G6 and comes back to G5 again. This is individual loop gain 3. The same way, the fourth loop is going to start from G6, goes to G7 and comes back to G6 again. This is individual loop gain 4. So we have 4 individual loop gains. So we will name it as P11, P12, P13 and P14 and multiply those gains and we'll write it as individual loop gains. So the individual loop gains are P11 equal to minus G1, G2, P12 equal to minus G2, G3, P13 equal to minus G5, G6, P14 equal to minus G6, G7. Step number 3 is to find two non-touching loops. So we'll again see the diagram. In the diagram, as we already seen, we have 4 different loops. So in this 4 different loops, we'll consider the first loop here. This first loop touches with the second loop. So there are two common nodes. So those two things will not be considered as non-touching loops. But the first loop doesn't have any common node with the bottom loop here. And once again, it doesn't have any common node with the another loop at the bottom. So we have two pairs. This one and this one forms the first pair and this one forms the second pair. This is first thing. The next one, this is the second individual loop that is present at the top, and this individual loop doesn't have any common node with the bottom individual loop. Again, it doesn't have any common node with the bottom loop again, the second bottom loop. So this one and this one forms the third pair and this one forms the fourth pair. So we have 4 different pairs of non-touching loops. So it has been denoted here P23, P24, P25 and P26. We are just multiplying the gain product of two loops and we will write it here. So P23, the value of P23 is G1, G2, G5, G6. The value of P24 is G1, G2, G6, G7. the value of P25 is G2, G3, G5, G6. Value of P26 is G2, G3, G5, G6, G7. Next thing, we are supposed to find whether there are 3 non-touching loops. In this diagram we do not have any 3 non-touching loops, because the first 2 loops are touching each other and the bottom 2 loops are touching each other, so we do not have any 3 non-touching loops. The last thing is the calculation of del and del k. The formula for del is 1 minus summation of individual loop gains plus summation of non-touching 2 non-touching loops. So we'll write it all those things here. It is 1 minus P11 plus P12 plus P13 plus P14 plus P23 plus P24 plus P25 plus P26. We substitute all those terms. It is 1 minus of minus G1 G2 minus G2 G3 minus G5 G6 minus G6 G7 plus G1 G2 G5 G6 plus G1 G2 G6 G7 plus G2 G3 G5 G6 plus G2 G3 G6 G7. This is the value of del. Next step is to find the value of del k. K is the number of forward path. We have 2 forward paths here, so the value of k is 2. So we are supposed to find del 1 and del k. So what is the formula for del 1? Del 1 is 1 minus summation of individual loop gains that doesn't be the part of the forward path. So when you are going to see the diagram, in this diagram we are going to consider this forward path. So when you are going to consider this forward path, this loop and this loop doesn't have any common node with this forward path. So del 1 is equal to 1 minus this individual loop gain minus this individual loop gain. This is del 1. When you are going to consider for del 2, this is the forward path of del 2. This forward path doesn't have any common node with these two individual loop gain. So it is 1 minus this individual loop gain and this individual loop gain. So these two are the formula for del 1 and del 2. So it is 1 minus P11 minus P12 and del 2 equal to 1 minus P13 minus P14. So the value is 1 plus G1 G2 plus G2 G3, and the value of del 2 is 1 plus G5 G6 plus G6 G7. The final formula of the transfer function is t equal to 1 by del summation k equal to 1 to 2 pk del k. We'll expand the summation. It is 1 by del P1 del 1 plus P2 del 2. We know all the values of P1 del 1, P2 del 2 and del. We'll substitute all those values. It is G4 G5 G6 G7 into 1 plus G1 G2 plus G2 G3 plus G1 G2 G3 G4 into 1 plus G5 G6 plus G6 G7 whole divided by 1 plus G1 G2 plus G2 G3 plus G5 G6 plus G6 G7 plus G1 G2 G5 G6 plus G1 G2 G6 G7 plus G2 G3 G5 G6 plus G2 G3 G6 G7. So this is the final answer for the signal flow graph. If you are going to solve the same problem by block diagram reduction, we will get the same answer. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe the channel and click the bell icon for constant updates.